Hey guys, so all of you have got me making beaded bags, taking inspiration from already existing brands. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be making this cute casual mini vanity case or bag. This is the Chanel Mini Vanity case or mini Chanel vanity bag, whatever you like to call it. So it's a cute casual bag. It is very simple to do, very easy. All the measurements are in the video, and I also show you how to style it. So please do not skip any part in this video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and share this video. And without further ado, let's get in. Today's tutorial definitely has a lot of stuff going on. So this is everything that we need. Like, it's a lot, but let's just go through each and every one of them. I promise this bag is very simple. So first here, okay, let me start with the beads. I am using these black flat crystal beads. These are in the solid color, so I'm using these, and these are size 8, by the way. And as usual, I'm using my trusty 0.7mm fishing line, and we also have our 0.25 fishing line, which we're going to use for sewing in this video. And I have my tiny beading needle, of course, for my 0.25 fishing line. If you have a 0.3, you could use that. I have a big beading needle to be able to, remove my point, well, to be able to remove my 0.7 fishing line from places that my fingers can reach. I have my scissors, of course. Then I have zips here. Now, when it comes to the part of the zips, I'm going to explain the type of zips that you need, okay? I have this chain, this lovely chain here. Like, I'm in love with this new sort of chain. It's not like the typical jump rings, but I got this one. And I have these gold rings, right? And I have my lobster clasp. So you could use this in any color. Remember, you could use this in any color. You can make this back with any beads. This is just my choice. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So of course, you're going to cut your fishing line to however long you want it. And we are going to do our normal matting method here, okay? And that entails picking up 4 beads to start. 3, 4. I apologize for any noise you hear in the background, by the way. There's a radio playing somewhere. The xylophone's playing somewhere. So yeah. So I've just crossed with the 4th bead. And like I said, we are doing our normal matting method. I am going to pick up 3 beads, 1 on the left fishing line, 1 on the right fishing line. Then I'm crossing with the 3rd bead like this. Okay, so this is my second ring of 4. And you're going to keep building like this. Pick up 1 bead, pick up 3 beads, insert 1 on the left, 1 on the right, cross with the 3rd, until you have a total of 10 rings of 4. Okay, you have 10 rings of 4. I'm going to get back to you because we need a total of 11, but we're going to do 10 first, then we're going to turn with the 11. Okay, so I have my 10 rows here. Hope you're pulling your work. So these are my 10 rows. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now to do our 11th, I'm going to pick up 3 beads on one end of any one of the fishing lines that you prefer. So I'm picking up 3 beads and I'm going to cross to the 3rd bead. So this is going to give us our 11th row, and it's going to turn for us to prepare for our next row. Okay, so with this fishing line facing away from the work, which is a fishing line on my right, I'm going to pick up 3 beads again, and I am going to cross with the 3rd bead. I'm going to go ahead and cross with the 3rd bead like this, right? So this is what we have, and I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead from the previous row. Then with the other fishing lines, the fishing line on my left, I'm going to pick up 2 beads and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead, just like that. Okay, so insert your fishing line to the following bead, pick up 2 beads, cross to the 2nd bead, and you're just going to continue this pattern until we get to the end, until we get to the last but 1 bead. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so I've gotten to the last but 1 row here, and to complete this row, shorten my fishing line to the following bead, which is the last bead. And that same fishing line, this time I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I am going to cross with the 2nd bead, right? So that is our first turn. We're going to start off with the next row. So I'm going to start off by picking up 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead like this, right? So this is what we have, and you're simply going to continue the same pattern till honestly however long you want it, but I'm going to tell you guys how many I did. But remember, you can definitely customize your bag. If you want it to be bigger, you want it to be smaller, you could do that. You could even increase this because this is the weight of our bag. Okay, you could increase this width to be more than 11, and however I decide to make the length to be, you can definitely increase it or reduce it, like I said. So yeah, I'm just going to do all those rows and I'm going to tell you how many I ended up with. Okay guys, so here we are. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this is where we are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So my math is 24. So like I said, my math is 24, and you can make it to be, longer, because we're going to fold this. So if the height is not enough for you, you want it like to be deeper, you want a better depth of the back, you can make it longer, maybe another odd number. You could do 26, 28, 30 is up to you. You could even increase it. Here at 11, um you could do 13. You could even do all an even number, all an odd number. It doesn't matter. Okay, truly doesn't matter. You don't need to be strict on the even or odd numbers. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. So you're going to count 9 beads on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me do this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that was out of the frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the base. Okay? So when you reach that 9 point, you just need to fold it like this. Okay? Just need to fold our back like this, fold it like this. So our base needs to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm folding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I fold here. So this is what we have basically. And now we are going to build our corner. Like I said, you could definitely add it if you want your bag to be bigger, or you want it to be longer, but I'll not ask you to add it too much because this is like the mini Chanel bag. Okay, so I've just inserted my fish line to the last bead of the side, then the very first bead of the base. Okay, now we are building the corners of our bag. So I'm going to pick up 2 beads. I picked up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead like this. Okay, so I'm going to insert my fishing line. Let me zoom in. You guys can clearly see. Okay, I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead like this. Then I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead. So I've inserted my fishing line into the following bead, right? Then I'm going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. It's like this. Insert my fishing line again into the following bead. Then pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead. Make sure you're pulling strong. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 left for our base. So insert your fishing line into the following bead. Then you pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. Like that. Insert your fishing line. Now you're at the last bead. You're going to insert your fishing line into the last bead, and it's the very first bead of that row. So now my fishing line is attached to 3 beads. All I have to do is to pick up 1 bead and close up that row. Okay, so to continue to the next row, I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead of the side, right? Then with that same fishing line, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Insert your fishing line to the following bead, pick up 2 beads, and you cross with the second bead. Insert your fishing line to the following bead, 2 beads, cross with the second bead. So you're just going to continue this pattern basically until you are done with the side. So I'm just going to reach this end, then I'm going to let you guys do it. Okay, Okay, so I'm at the end. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead of the base, then into the following bead of the side. Then I'm going to pick up just one bead and cross like this, right? And I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead of the side, then pick up two beads, and I'm going to continue working the pattern until I am basically done with the corners. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to build this corner here, then I'm going to finish up and build this side, then we're going to get back. We're going to continue our bag. Okay guys, so this is what we have. We have this little bucket-ish sort of bag. I realized I forgot to give the measurements, so let me just go ahead and do that now. So for that very long mat I did at the beginning, the total measurement is 9.5 inches for that very long mat I did. Then the normal height of the bag is about 3.5 inch. The side of the bag, or rather the corner of the bag is 2.25 inch. 2.25 inch, right? I think that is all of it. Then okay, the main width of the bag is 4.25 inch. So this is the dimensions that we have for our entire bag. Okay, so instead of building it as a long mat, you could have done the base of a 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6. You could have done a 6, or you could also do a 6 by 11 base. Then you start building the sides round, building in a round. If you don't know how to build in a round, I have one of my beginner and beads classes where I show you guys how to build in a round. So you can build it in a round, okay? So I'm even going to demonstrate it. So this is what we have, by the way. And the next thing we're going to build is the lid of our bag. We need some sort of a lid. So I already went ahead and I did what I just said. This is a 6. This is a 6 by 11 mat right here. So you can go ahead and do that. Do a 6 by 11 mat, and when you're done, this is how you build in the round. So we're going to have one row of building in the round for the lid, but you could have a base like this and build it around till you have something like this as well. Okay, so what building in the round entails is you just grab your fishing line. I'm going to pick up 3 beads like this, and I'm going to cross with the third bead like that. So building in the round, you have to make sure that your work is standing up straight like that. Pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. Insert your fishing line into the following bead. Hope you guys can see. Pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead like that. Insert your fishing line again into the following bead, right? Like that. Then you pick up 2 beads and cross the second bead. So I'm just going to do one row of this. Right, this is it. I'm going to do one row of this, of our work standing up straight like this. But like I said, if you want to create this main body of the bag, you simply have to go round and round and round. Okay, so I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so I now have my lid. Like I said, I did just one row. You can do this exact same thing using the same method. You could do this with this method. Okay, so this is our lid, and now we're going to start first by attaching our lid to our bag. So you're going to count from the back, from the main bag. Let me zoom in. Okay, we're going to count from the main bag 1 2 3, and in the fourth you're going to insert your fishing line. Okay, so we're going to count 1 2 3 this other side, and we're going to end here as well. So we have 1 2 3 4 5. We're going to be attaching 5 of these beads. So I'm going to pick up one bead, count 1 2 3, then the fourth one on the lid we are going to attach as well, like this. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up one bead and cross. So we are basically just joining 2 parts together. So I'm going to insert my fishing line again to the 2 following beads on each side. Pick up one bead, and I am going to cross with that one bead. Insert your fishing line to the following bead again, insert into the following bead again, then pick up one bead and cross with that one bead. So this is 1 2 3 4. We're going to do our fifth. So for the fifth one, I'm just going to tie it. I'm going to insert my fishing line to one side, pick up one bead, make sure that the other fishing line meets this other fishing line right here, and I'm simply going to tie it off like this. Okay, wait, this is 1 2 3 4. We're supposed to do up to 5. So I'm inserting my fishing line into the following bead, crossing with the one bead I picked. So we have joined 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. We have 1 2 3 here, 1 2 3. So we are doing the last one right here. I'm going to pick up one bead, make sure that this other one meets with this, then we're going to tie it off. Just like this. And I'm simply going to tuck in my fishing line. I'm going to tuck in my fishing line, then we are going to go up to the next stage. So this is what it's looking like. Let me zoom out. This is what our bag is currently looking like. So let me tuck in my fishing line and we are going to go to the next step. Okay, so this is what I have right now. Right, so okay, let's talk zips. I did mention that I was going to talk about zips. Okay, so I said we were going to talk about zips. Now if you do have a longer version, let me measure my, because this is a jean zip, this is a regular zip, right? My jean zip is a total of about 9 inches. Now this isn't long enough. This is what I really wanted to put on the bag, the jean zip, but mine isn't long enough to like go from behind to here. Okay, so if you do have a longer jean zip, use that jean zip. Okay, but apparently there are no longer jean zips where I go to the market, so they said they don't sell the longer versions, so I bought a regular zip. So I'm simply going to use this zip instead. I'm going to sew this zip to this bag. Okay, I really wanted to use this jean zip, but like I said, it's not long enough, so you find yourself a longer jean zip. Okay, I'm going to cut off my zip. By the way, at this point you can definitely line your bag. If you want to line it, you can go ahead and cut the lining, line the back, line even the top part. You can definitely do that. I have an entire class on how to line, cut, sew, hand sew and stitch your lining to your beaded bag, so you can check out that tutorial. But now I'm going to be doing the zip, so I'm going to measure from here. I'm going to measure from here like this, all around the back. We just use a measuring tape to do these measurements. So mine's going to end like here, but I'm going to cut like an extra inch. Okay, so before I do that, let me just mark where I said I'm going to cut, and I'm going to sew like a stopper first. Okay, so I'm just going to find the spot where I cut my zip, and I'm just going to move half an inch away from that spot, and I'm going to sew my stopper. Okay, so we are doing this because the zip that we have is not the exact length that we want. Okay, so we are just going to sew this extra stopper. So you're just going to be going back and forth like this. I have a more detailed class on how to sew zips to your beaded bag. I show you how to properly cut your zip. That class is more detailed than this one, so you can go ahead and check that class. Okay, so I've cut my zip. I'm done creating that stopper, so let's try it out. Right, so it's not going to move down, so I'm just going to go to where I had marked where I want to cut my zip, and I'm just going to cut it all the way through. Okay, so this is what we have our shortened zip. Now we are going to attach our zip. I'm going to cut off all this excess part here at the top. Right, okay, to attach our zip to our bag, we are going to need our 0.25 fishing line, of course, and our tiny beading needle. So I'm just going to thread this. I'm going to thread this needle. I'm going to double it. I'm going to double my needle, my fishing line. I'm going to cut off the excess. That's. Then I'm going to put both ends together and just create a knot. Okay, so I have my knot, and what I'm going to do now is, now I'm going to measure how, I don't know how I'm going to explain this, but basically I'm going to check out the gap that I need to leave when I'm sewing my zip. So I want the zip to be here like this, and I want an easy way that I can open. So I'm going to be sewing like almost at the edge. Okay, I'm going to be sewing almost at the edge. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my zip here. You have to open your zip, of course. I'm going to place mine right at the edge here. Right, then I'm going to create a knot. I'm going to insert my fishing line here, pull that shut, then I'm going to go back under, And then I'm going to just, I know I have a knot, I've already created a knot, but I'm just going to make sure that that is nice and secure again. Okay, then this excess fishing line here, I'm going to cut it off just like that. And now it's time for us to attach it. So attaching is very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my needle into that bead right there. Okay, just like that. When you insert it into the bead, you insert your needle back into the zip, and then you go immediately into the space of that bead, the space of the rings of four. Go in there, just like this. And I'm going to go out of that ring of four and go into the zip. I'm going to go into the zip. I'm going to go backward into the zip, pull, and then you go from the back of the zip to the front. Pull it out as well, and you're going to go into the following bead. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat the pattern again, this pattern for sewing. Now if you have a lining for your bag, if you decide to put a lining, you know that's going to be easier to sew because you can just attach your zip to the lining. So when you have your bead out of here, you go inwards into the zip and into the chain, into that ring of four. I was about to say chain one space, like as if I'm crocheting. I'm giving a crochet tutorial. Then you go back into the, you go into the space, grab your needle, go into the space like this, come back out of the space, back into the zip, right? And then you're going to go around the same spot where that you just went in. You're going to go back out, and then you're going to go into the next bead. Then you're going to move to the next bead like this. So you're just going to repeat that pattern until you've attached the zip to the back. Okay, so do that and I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so I'm done sewing the zip at the top. This is what it's looking like inside, and if I try zipping it, this is what it looks. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew the bottom zip. So it's going to, our back is going to look like this. So I'm just going to open it back up, and you're just using the same method to sew. Even when you get to this edge here, use the same method of sewing that I've been showing you, the same pattern to sew. So I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and sew the bottom, this bottom part. So just go ahead and sew around the back the same way. Okay, so make sure that when you're sewing, your zip is very straight. Okay, make sure your zip is straight. So I'm going to finish sewing this, then I'm going to meet all of you guys back when I'm done. Okay guys, so I'm finally done with the zip. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is what a zipper currently looks like. And now we want to make the handles of the handle of our bag. Now I made this tube. I have a separate tutorial on the channel on how to make a tube handle. You can check out that. It's in one of my beginner course. I have it in the class. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So this is 16, and I'm going to attach it to the top of the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 1 2 3 1 2 3 on each side of our lid, and I'm going to go into the second circle of 4 and do the attachment there. Okay, so it's basically going to look like this. So if you want your zip to be taller, you can go ahead and add more rows if that's what you want, but 16 is okay for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply match the beads. Okay, so this is 1 2 3. Like I said, we are working on this part here on the second circle of 4, so I'm going to match my beads to that circle. So I'm going to pick up first bead, pick up one bead, then insert my fishing line into the matching bead, that the bead that matches the circle. I have a tutorial how to attach beaded handles like this to bags, so you can check it out. It's still in one of my classes. I'm going to keep the link in the description box for everything that I'm saying in this video, okay? So you can check out the beginner course list and you find the corresponding class. So I've just I've just crossed with one bead, then I'm going to match the other beads as well. Insert my fishing line right here into the following bead this way and into this bead here. Then I'm going to pick up one bead and I'm going to cross with that one bead. Okay. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line here into the following bead. Then into the matching bead on the handle. And I am simply going to pick up one bead and cross. Let me insert that again. So you're simply matching each bead. And then I'm going to cross. Then this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to just move my fishing line to this into the next following bead. This time you don't need to add any extra beads. Into the very first bead that we had when we started the row and into the corresponding bead on the handle. And I'm just going to pull it all together. And I am going to tie. Okay. So we have one side of our handle attached. Just like that. And I'm simply going to drop one of these rings in here. One of those are around one of our rings for our handle. I'm simply going to drop it in here. And then I'm going to tuck in this fishing line here, repeat the exact same thing. But before I start closing, I'm going to make sure that this ring is also here. These rings are you could easily open the rings, okay? So you could open your rings if yours are easy to open, then tuck them in between the beads. But mine are sort of stiff. So I'm just going to leave them hanging here, okay? It's going to look like this. Or you could put it in between while you're joining, in between the beads where you're joining, okay? You go ahead and do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay, guys, so I decided to switch up the way I attach the rings. So I'm just going to show you guys how to do that right now. So you are going to start like you normally would for the joining. So I'm going to pick up one bead, insert it into the matching bead. Insert it into its matching bead right there. Then I'm going to cross with one bead. Okay. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following beads. On the lid and on the handle. And this is where I'm going to, before I cross, I'm going to insert the ring before I pick up a bead and cross, okay? Like that. I'm going to cross it just like that. And then the rest of the steps, I'm going to make sure that this ring remains inserted in here. I'm just going to move my fishing line into the following beads again. Pick up one bead. And just need to make sure that the ring is inside. I'm crossing. Then I'm just going to make sure that like this. Then I'm going to bring all the fishing lines together on one place. So inserting the rings this way is going to prevent it from moving around, because that first method I showed you guys, attaching the handle is going to cause the rings to move about too much. But while they are here, they're not going to move around as much. Okay, so I'm just going to bring all fishing lines to one point so they meet. This, and I'm going to tie off. So I'm simply going to tie it off. So both rings are supposed to pop out at each of the edges like this. See that at the side, so your ring is supposed to be showing at the corner like this. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off the fishing line, then I'm going to get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I am done with the handle. So this is what our bag is looking like.
This is what it's looking like, nice and cute. So all you need to do is attach your chain. So you could use this bag with or without a chain, it all depends on you. So I just attached the lobster clasp to the chain using just a single jump ring. So this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and put my bag tag as always on the bag, then I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Okay guys, so we are done. This is our chain handle. Everything is here. I think this bag is so cute. So cute. Can use as a shoulder bag, crossbody bag. Take off the handles, hold it like a handbag. I'm going to show you guys the different ways to wear it, hopefully. So this is basically it for the tutorial. I'm going to show you now a montage of everything of the bag. Okay, so I'm going to see you there. Before I forget, speaking of what can enter this bag, I have my purse here. So this purse can definitely enter in any direction that you want. If you have one of those tiny Churonko phones, you know, those small ones, it can definitely enter. And it can zip up quite well too. Okay, so if that purse can enter, your ID can enter, some cash can enter, nice and good. Okay, so honestly, if my phone can't enter any bag, but this purse can enter, I'm totally good. Okay, I can hold my phone in my hand, but sometimes this purse can enter because it usually holds all of my important stuff. I'm good. Okay, so this is it. Here's our entire tutorial, and let us finally head to that montage that I was speaking about. Okay.
So that's basically it for our tutorial. So tell me in the comment section, how did I do? Is this a 10 over 10? Tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how I did for this bag. And if you do recreate this bag, please send it to my Instagram. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Please subscribe to the channel. Majority of you watch my videos haven't subscribed yet. Please like the video if you do like it. Share this video. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. And this is how I styled it. So you could hold it like this. Very simple. You could have it as your mini shoulder bag like that, or a crossbody bag. So those are the 3 ways you can style it. I know I look crazy in that video, but yeah. So that's basically it for the tutorial. Please share this video and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.